Good morning, it's Amy again, and a question was asked on how to use a radial filter to add color and I'm assuming some light to photos. So I'm going to go over that in Photoshop, and then to get started, I've made all my adjustments here, and what you'll do is you'll come down here to this half black and white circle, select gradient, and that'll pop up a new layer for you and bring up this standard black and white fill. Double click on the gradient color. That will open up the editor. Click on the bottom black. That will take you to your color. And this is the hardest part, is trying to figure out what color to make your gradient. I generally use really light yellow, orangish color depending on the scene, if how far into the woods we are, and then say okay. And on the other side we'll just make it white. It's blending into transparent, but you can see how it darkens or lightens the photo, and since we're trying to add some light to it, I always go for white. We'll say okay, and then now you can see it's not radial. So what we'll do is we'll select linear right here, drop that down to radial, and there's our circle. Now you can only move your gradient with this window open. Once you close this window, you can't really adjust too much of the gradient anymore. I like to pull it up to the top because I want to brighten up this part of the photo. And you can play with the scale, you can make it massive, you can make it teeny tiny, and I usually leave mine around 100%. You can also play with the angle. This really doesn't do much with the radial filter, but if you want to mess around with an angle or reflected version, but for right now, radial. We'll keep it simple, and we will say okay. So now it looks kind of weird. You've got this big orange spot in the top. So what we'll do is, in our layer blending mode, right now it's on normal, we'll bring it down to soft light, and look at that. We'll bring our opacity down so we like it, and there we go. I like to zoom out a little bit. You get a bigger feel for it. Without, there it is with it. I think I'm going to bring it back up. And you can see how it adds a little bit more contrast in the light up there. So sticking with that yellowish orange just made it a little brighter, didn't really alter the colors too much. You can also use just straight up white, but a little bit of yellow or orange tends to work the best for me. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye.